Hi friends, Sam here with Happily Hooked. So today I'm showing you guys how to make t-shirt yarn. I know it's super fun to use t-shirt yarn, but it can be really expensive when you buy it from a box store or from another yarn company. So I'm going to show you my favorite way to do it. It's a great way to repurpose those old t-shirts that you just don't know what you're going to do with. They have holes in them or stains. You just want to make a couple rugs or some bags to take to the market with you. So I'm going to show you how to make the t-shirt yarn so you don't have to tie a whole bunch of ends together, and it's a really fun project to do. I like to do this with my oldest daughter. She thinks it's a ton of fun, plus I get to let her use scissors, and what kid doesn't like to use scissors? So I'm gonna grab my t-shirts and I'll show you guys how to do it here in just a second. Hi friends, real quick, if you guys want to join the coolest crochet community on the internet and join over 20,000 members that love yarn just as much as you do, click the link in the description below, and I cannot wait to see you in our community. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to teach you guys how to make t-shirt yarn. So this is a little ball that I have made already of just basic t-shirt yarn. I just took some old t-shirts. These are just like men's mediums. You can get this, it's just what my husband wears, but you can get, like, thrift stores are great for these, so they're super cheap, and you're saving the planet, but also whatever you have in your house, if you have some old t-shirts that you just don't want. These are just some basic black t-shirts. I use the size medium, but I would recommend getting a bigger size, like 3XL or something like that. I just don't have that available. So we're gonna use this basic medium black heavy cotton shirt. And then all you need is the shirt and a pair of scissors. You don't need anything else for it. You can, if you want it to be more precise and more perfect, you can use a ruler and some chalk. I don't see the point in that because it just seems like a waste of time to me, but I do know that there are some people that like it a little bit more perfect, but it's t-shirt yarn. There's really not a whole lot of perfect you can do. So the easiest way for me to do it is I fold my shirt in half, and I make sure everybody is lined up where they need to be. So the armpits are lined up and the bottom is lined up, and then I just cut from armpit down. I just make a straight line with my scissors. Just like that. So now we have them separate. And then this part I take and I'll turn this into rags. Like, I'll cut it into little squares and I'll use these for dust rags because it's cotton, so it's absorbent and it's fine. But you can do with whatever you want with it. I just don't use it for the t-shirt yarn because it's a little bit more tricky to handle. So now what I do is you have your rectangle and you're all good to go here. So what you're gonna do is you're going to cut it. I'll move this down a little bit. You're gonna cut it down here into little 1-inch strips, roughly 1 inch. It doesn't have to be exact, it's fine. But you're not going to cut all the way at the top. You're going to leave a space. So you'll take the end of your t-shirt and you'll start cutting. And you'll leave about 1 inch right at the top. So this is good. And you're gonna do that all the way across in 1-inch-ish strips. And then I just kind of toss them over to the side. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna cut the rest of these, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a second on how to finish this up and turn it into an actual workable ball of yarn. All right, so we've got it all cut in all of our little pieces. Kind of looks like those things that you go through the car wash and then get your car with. Now at the bottom of it, there is the hem, and it is a little bit thicker down here. You can cut that off if you want. It doesn't bother me any, so I leave it. And then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna open it up on that thick side. So not the bottom part, but where everybody is still connected. And you can kind of see, so we've got that thick band here. So everybody is all good to go. And now what you're gonna do, this is kind of hard to show because it's a black t-shirt, of course I picked that one. So you're gonna put your scissors on this first strip and you're gonna cut it at a diagonal. So you got your first long strip. And then you're gonna go into your next one and you're gonna keep making the diagonals all the way down, if that makes sense. So like this one, we're gonna want it to connect here. And then you want these two to connect. And so this back one will connect to the front one. So back one to the front one. And I just kind of toss it back there. So back one connects to the front one, because if not, you'll end up cutting a strip off all by itself. All right, so we've got our one huge continuous strip of t-shirt yarn. And obviously you're not gonna want to crochet with it like this because it looks uneven. So you just pull really hard on it and it starts curling in on itself. And so you just pull really hard and then you can see it turns itself into a little tube. So that's where it's flat. And all I do is I start wrapping it around my hand until I get to another spot where it's a flat piece. And then I grab it and I pull, and now it is a little piece of t-shirt yarn. And then once it gets too big to go around my fingers, I just start wrapping it around the ball. And then you have your little ball of t-shirt yarn. These are great. Like, I have a project that I want to do where I want to take some old white t-shirts and tie-dye them and turn them into t-shirt yarn, and that way I could make like a really cute tie-dye rug for in front of my sink. But yeah, they're just 2 little balls of t-shirt yarn out of 2 t-shirts, and they're fantastic. I love them. They make really great rugs. They make really great like wash rags, so to use for like dusting or washing your face off or anything like that. So that's how you make t-shirt yarn. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below. I do apologize for it being black yarn. It is a little bit trickier to see, but that's just what I had on hand, and I didn't really want to waste a bunch of t-shirts or like go buy t-shirts just to rip them apart. So if you have any questions, leave those in the comments below, and I cannot wait to see what you make with your t-shirt yarn. Bye guys!